Yes, this is the concluding third part of our online conference with SLO today. And our concluding part, as I mentioned already in Latvian, is going to be in English because three of our presenters, partners, suppliers for SLO are here to present. And we are going to start with someone who is special for us today because he's the only participant who was the first time around a year ago. So I give floor to you, Ioannis from KOSTAL, and you will explain about inverters and solutions for solar systems.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and a warm welcome from my side. My name is Ioannis Chatzichristofis, and I'm Country Sales Manager of Eastern Europe for KOSTAL Solar Electric. A big thank also to ESELO for this really very nice and useful conference, and as always, really very well organized. So today, I'm going to show you, for those that are not familiar for KOSTAL company, some key facts about our history and about our sectors that we are active. Then I will speak about our products, some fresh news about some well-known inverters that we have launched in the market. And at the end, I will give you the roadmap, what KOSTAL is planning to implement and to develop into the next years. So KOSTAL is a German family-owned company. Right now is the fourth generation. We have really very old history. We founded in 1912 by Mr. Leopold KOSTAL, and today we have representatives in 20 countries all over the world. So we have 46 companies, locations, and more than 19,000 employees worldwide. Our turnover is 3.3 billion euros, and we have an innovation code up to 8%. So we are a very big, truly big company, and we are active in 4 different business divisions. The biggest one, and with the longest history, is the automobile electrical systems. We are producing mechatronic, control switches, and different kind of modules for the car industries. Then we have KOSTAL contact systems, KOSTAL Soma, and KOSTAL industrial electronics. In this department, in KOSTAL industrial electronics, belongs also the production of the inverters, either for drive technology, to adjust the frequency of the motors in the industrial application, but also for the photovoltaics applications. I would like to highlight a little bit some factors about the automobile electrical systems. After so many years in the market, we could say that every second car worldwide has a KOSTAL product in it. And over the last years, we have produced so many onboard chargers that we reach our milestone, which is 2 million onboard chargers in the field. Our top customers, as you can see, many of car industries like BMW, Audi, Volkswagen Group, Volvo, Mercedes, they already trusted KOSTAL quality and products. And I'm sure more of you, you're driving a KOSTAL or a car which has inside products made by KOSTAL. Yeah, that goes about the company. Then we have created a daughter company which is called KOSTAL Solar Electric, and is responsible for the sales and the technical support of our solar products, which includes inverters for small and medium or high voltage applications, smart meters, and also wall boxes. Let's take it one by one. I will explain you. I will start with our portfolio. From the left to the right, we are starting with a Pico MP Plus. It's a single phase inverter starting from 2 kilowatt up to 5 kilowatt. The advantage is here that because there are many MPPTs on the DC side, you can use it as a hybrid inverter. So you can combine PV modules and batteries on the DC side, or you can use it as a pure battery inverter. So on the DC side, you can connect only batteries, or as a normal on-grid inverter with 2 MPPT trackers for 2 different orientations. Then we are going to the Plenticore Plus from 3 to 10 kilowatt. This is a really very nice and success story. We started 2-3 years before, and we saw a really very great demand because we have a huge advantage here. It's an on-grid inverter in all of these kilowatt ranges with 3 MPPT trackers, and you have the possibility to use it as a normal on-grid inverter for 3 different orientation or as a hybrid inverter. So anytime you wish, you can buy an extra activation code and you can unlock the third MPPT tracker in order to connect batteries. So you can have a hybrid inverter from 3 to 10 kilowatt. The Pico 12 to 20 is a well-known inverter, again, with 3 MPPT trackers, but not with hybrid capabilities so far. I'm going to give you a fresh news later on. And then we are moving to the commercial solutions that we have, the Pico CI 30 kilowatt inverter, and the Pico CI 50 and 60 for bigger size installation. Also, our product range includes energy meters. We started with a KOSTAL Smart Energy Meter, and then we implement also other 2 meters. We wanted to reduce the cost. Also, we saw a bottleneck with the availability of the smart meter, so we needed to have some other solutions, and we have the ChemP and ChemC, which is other 2 solutions about the smart meters. And the last one is the Ennector. The Ennector is the wall box, so you can simply charge your electrical car. For many years, we were producing for other brands with their logo, and over the last year, we started producing our own wall box, the Ennector, which offers you a simply AC charging solution. But if you combine it with your photovoltaic system, with your KOSTAL photovoltaic system, your KOSTAL inverter, and the smart meter, you can unlock extra features. And this is really very interesting in case of the end customer who wants to take the full advantage of a photovoltaic system. In this presentation, I will highlight the Plentycore Plus G2, which is the second version of the Plentycore Plus. And then I will speak also about the Pico CI with some reference projects. I know that in Latvia, there are bigger size projects, so I hope that you will find it interesting. Regarding the Plentycore Plus, as you can see, there are 2 models, I could say, the Plentycore Plus from 3 to 10 kilowatt, and also the Plentycore BI. The Plentycore BI is a pure battery inverter with 1 DC input where you can connect only batteries. While the Plentycore Plus gives you the flexibility either to use it as an on-grid inverter for 3 different orientation with 3 MPPT trackers, or as a hybrid inverter, 2 MPPT trackers for your PV modules and 1 MPPT tracker for your batteries. Please be aware that for the hybrid capability, you definitely need your KOSTAL Smart Energy Meter, and also you need to buy the extra activation code. But this is the simplest operation. You can do it anytime you wish. Doesn't matter if you buy today the inverter. After 2, 3, 4 years, you can make it hybrid, and this gives you a full flexibility. We saw a great success story with the Plentycore Plus. So before 2 months, we released the second generation. So we enhanced and we updated the inverter with some new functions. As you can see here, okay, we are talking about all-in-one solution, either solar or hybrid. The end customer or the installer decides when to use it. The auto-update function that I will speak also later on, it's a really very useful feature that could save money and troubles from the installer sometimes. Flexible, the battery input gives you optional availability with an activation code. And here with the Plentycore Plus G2, we have a new communication board. We have Wi-Fi and 2 LAN interfaces. It was something that was missing from our inverters. So with our new Plentycore G2, there is a Wi-Fi internal antenna, so you can easily connect to the Ethernet. Wi-Fi X works integrated without visible to be the antenna, so it is hidden inside the inverter. 2 LAN interfaces. Also, we have push-in clamping technology, so you don't need tools in order to connect the cables inside the inverter. And also a new feature is the surge protection device monitoring. So on the DC side, you can use external devices that you could monitoring the SPDs. So in case that you have some problems or burned SPDs to monitoring from the instance. Another advantage is the plenty choices that we have with batteries. As you can see here, we have 5 different batteries manufacturers that we are compatible. And also we just announced other 2, Ioannis and Wintersun. So in total 7 choices. Please be aware you could not connect any battery that you wish. First, we need in KOSTAL to make our research to test the systems and announce that we have compatibility with this, with a battery manufacturer. We are talking about lithium batteries, and the data connection is over RS485. The inverter needs to communicate with the battery in order to see if the battery needs to charge or to discharge for our consumptions. And as you can see, all these batteries are compatible with a Plentycore Plus and Plentycore BI. The Pico MP Plus, the single-phase inverter, it is only compatible with BYD, not the rest. The rest are only for the Plentycore Plus. And as you can see, different storage sizes, BMZ starting from 7.5 up to 15 kilowatt hours, with BYD up to 66 kilowatt hours, LG, Varta, Pylontech, up to 24 kilowatt hours. But especially with the BYD, we have implemented an external BYD combiner box where you can have up to 3 storage towers that you can use it in parallel in order to increase the storage capacity. And we are working, and we hope that soon we will have even higher capacities to more than 66 kilowatt hours. Also, what is useful for you, the KOSTAL battery sleep mode, that I know that in Latvia there is a strong winter, so there is some weeks or even some months with a lot of snow in your roofs. So we have implemented this sleep mode so the inverter can recognize that we have low radiation and always keep a certain amount of power to the battery, 5%, in order to protect the battery and to avoid to destroy it from the discharging. This is very nice feature. You can use it up to 95% of the battery, but always a certain amount of capacity should be inside the battery. So this keeps an eye the inverter and always charge with a minimum certain amount from the AC grid, let's say. The auto update function is very, very nice. Imagine that you have an Plentycore Plus inverter that you bought it before 1 year, and now we released a new compatibility with a new battery, for example, Wintersun. If you make the update, then the battery, it is compatible and you can install it. With the auto update function, you don't have to worry, you don't have to travel to the installation. Once the inverter is connected to the internet, then the inverter is always updated, and it's really very nice feature. Also, we have the new compatibility with the SG Ready. So means that the inverter could communicate with heat pumps that they already have this logo, the SG Ready. And for example, if your PV system has excess energy, then you can use it for a switch on recommendation to increase your target temperature. As you can see, the inverters becoming more and more clever, I could say, and could communicate with more and more other machines in our houses. About the commissioning, it's very, very easy. With WLAN, you just have to scan with your mobile the QR code in the display of the inverter. Then you have access to the WLAN. You scan the start code, and then you transfer in the web server of the inverter. With your mobile, you will need the master key, which is written in the side of the inverter, and your service code, which is your installer code, the unique installer code. And then you will have access and make your basic settings. And it's the commissioning. You don't need something else. Of course, you can do it from the display, but it's easier to do it from your smartphone. You can unlock additional options. You can configure more settings if you will, and then you complete the setup very fast, very easily, very convenient. Please don't forget, since 1st of April, we are offering 10 years warranty, but please don't forget that you have, after the installation, that you have to register the serial number in our KOSTAL Solar web shop. For the inverters, we offer €5 per each serial number, so you can use it later on as a credit. And this smart warranty up to 10 years is for all the inverters up to 20 kilowatt. So don't forget it. You have always to activate this smart warranty in our web shop. Some words about the Pico 12 to 20. It's a well-known inverter with 3 MVT trackers. And the good news that I want to tell you here is that on September, our target is to discontinue this model and increase the capacity of the Plenty-Core 10. So these inverters will be replaced by Plenty-Core Plus inverters, and it will be up to 20 kilowatt hybrid inverters. And now we're coming to the Pico CI, two models, 30 kilowatt, 50 and 60 for the bigger size installations, commercial solutions. The Pico CI 30 has 2 MPT trackers, 6 DC inputs, while the Pico CI 1560, 4 MPT trackers, 12 and 10 inputs. I have to hurry up a little bit, I think, just to give you an example that with a Pico CI 50, we could use any PV module that you are using, because we have 4 MPT trackers, and you can see 39 amperes in the first 2 MPTs and 26 amperes in the second MPT. So either you can use 3 strings of each 14 amperes per PV modules, or 2 strings of 18 amperes. And for Pico 60s, we have 39 amperes in all MPT trackers. So either you can use 3 MPT tracker, 3 strings of 14 amperes, or 2 strings of 18 amperes, depending on the PV module that you are using. You can see some reference installations and net metering installations with 800 kilowatt project. This is with 10 pieces of Pico CI 60. You can overload the DC side of the Pico CI. So this is that always can use less inverters for such kind of installations. A net metering 425, a feed-in tariff project with 500 kilowatt. This is also nice. It's a self-consumption PV system in Spain. 8 pieces of Pico CI 60, 480 kilowatt AC, and the installed power is 613 kilowatt on the DC. The price is also really very good, and we have in stock with our reliable partner ESELO. So don't be afraid, just ask for a quotation if you are dealing for a big size project. There is stock available in ESELO's warehouse. And here we are coming to the roadmap. As you can see, in 22, we implement the connector, the extra smart meters, the LG battery. In 2023, we started really very good with the Plenty-Core G2, Wi-Fi and 2 LAN interfaces. We also implement some new compatibilities with battery manufacturers, and we're already working with a bigger size inverter of Pico CI, the 100 kilowatt, which will be available in the next months. Also, new compatibilities like the Varta and also the KOSTAL solar plan, the design, the calculation tool that it will be online. But then next year, we are starting really very good with the Plenty-Core G3. As I already mentioned, from 3 kilowatt to 20 kilowatt, you will have a hybrid inverter with 3 MPT tracker, we call G3, the next generation. And there will be also a backup function. We will start on January. For those that you will come in Intersolar in Munich, we will present it in this exhibition, and we will have also the inverters there. And then slowly, we will move on also to the single phase inverters, the Pico MP Plus G3 with backup function, and the annexer with bidirectional functions. I think that I have some minutes ago. Yeah, okay. So this is our commitment. So we faced some problems in the past with the lack of components, with the availability of components. So although we tried and we increased our production capacity 50% compared to 2021, this year we are expanding our production lines to 100% than the previous years. And as you can see, the target is in 2024 plus 200%, and on 2025 plus 300% of our production capacities. So we are expanding our productions, also our laboratories capacities, also our storage test fields to have more compatibilities. And also we are expanding our international sales and services with more offices around Europe. Please find us in social media, subscribe in our YouTube channel. We have a lot of tutorials. Also sign up in our Connex newsletter in order to be first to get the news, the fresh news from us, new compatibilities, new products. Follow us on social media as well. And yeah, thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, I will be happy. Sorry if I was a little bit hurry, but I was a little bit pressed about the time.
Hi, Ioannis. No worries. You were right on time. We still have a few moments for questions. And as someone from finance, because I'm not going to be able to ask you some questions, technical things that you present about your product, because our viewers, they have better understanding of the products. SLO has better understanding of the products. They see you. They see that you are passionate about it. So I'm just going to ask you from finance, because I saw the numbers. Did I see correctly that you plan to triple your growth or revenue in the forthcoming 3 years?
Actually, it's the production line that we want to triple the capacities of our production line, which is already started this year, but we are already working for the next years to increase the capacity. It's very, very important. We see a great demand, mostly in the European cities. We see also the commitments from European governments that they want to implement more and more photovoltaics in houses. So yes, our commitment is to increase our capacities. Yeah. Okay. And also just another comment from my side. For sure, we want to organize a technical seminar with ESELO in the future. So yeah, stay tuned because more technical details will follow in another webinar.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking is because, as you said, if you are planning to triple your production capacity, that means that you see a future in this, right? And that this is how we started, because right now, we have been relying on fossil fuels, and we know that this is not long-term sustainable, and we know that sun provides 10,000 times more energy in a single day that we are consuming, and our challenge is to capture that energy, which we're not capturing right now, and finding this technology. So I think you as a company see the future. And in relation to your partnership with SLO, how many years have you been partnering with SLO in Latvia?
1 year and some months.
1 year and some months.
So many years, yes.
Okay, it feels like I saw you, last year. I think it's a little bit more, but you're back. That means the cooperation is going good. And why did you decide to cooperate with SLO? And what can you maybe tell about SLO as a company? Because one of the messages that one is shared with people is that we are your one-stop agency to connect all your needs for solar.
The biggest aspect for me personally is the professionalism of a SELO company. The second is a really very good communication. In general, in KOSTAL, we are not looking for customers. We are looking for partners, because we do not sell in 100 companies. We are just choosing 1-2 partners that they can keep stock and they can distribute our products. And that should be made in a professional way. And this is what we saw in ESELO from the beginning. So yeah, this is why we believe in this collaboration.
Excellent. Ioannis, once again, I would like to thank you for this presentation. Our time is up, but as you mentioned, SLO together with you, they will be hosting a technical webinar. So I think it should be okay
for people to connect. Yeah.
Thank you, Ioannis. Nice seeing you again.